come to fetch Evelyn. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's finished.
Yeah. Listen, do you want beer?
Oh, I don't know, time-wise.
Listen, Evelyn was in the shower. She'll be another few minutes before she's ready.
Ah. Oh, well, I know what that means. Thanks, I'll have one. I've never known her to be on time,
Yeah, typical woman. Hurry up and wait.
Like the bloody army, eh?
Yeah. What's your name again?
Derek. You Mike, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Evelyn told me all about you.
Thanks. So what did she say?
Huh? That's the usual kind of stuff,
Probably all wise.
Yes, probably.
So what did she say?
Huh? Oh, it's a normal kind of thing,
Like?
I don't know. What you like in bed?
I'm sure she didn't.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I was just, like normal. What kind of courses you've been doing? Character analysis, psychological background.
That kind of thing.
Did you enjoy all that stuff?
What?
Physics and that.
Yeah, well, I was good at maths and science at school, so just carried it on in varsity,
Huh.
You need some kind of degree these days.
Yeah.
I spend most of my time just socializing, actually.
Myself. My degree was just a hose, and I just scraped through.
Really? Well, what degree did you do? I mean, what major?
English and history. English and history.
Sort of a BA.
Sort of a bugger all. So where are you guys going tonight?
It's just a party that my friend's throwing, Well, some of us are going to the army in 3 weeks' time, so we're celebrating our last couple of nights of freedom before we go,
You've got a scientist this time.
Excuse me?
No, sorry. I was just saying that Evelyn got a scientist taking her out this time. The last guy the last guy who took her out was a guy called Jerry. He was an art student, and he used to have this really long, greasy blonde hair, with about 4 earrings in each ear. He was like a hippie born 10 years too late. He used to come to the door and say, "Hey, Mike, is I have to tell him her name was Evelyn. Oh yeah, is Evelyn here, do you know? I'd rip him off and I'd say, no, Jerry, you know, like she's blowing her mind on another plane, like, you know. And he'd say, oh yeah, and bugger off again.
Yeah, she never told me about him.
He could sure paint, eh?
Really?
Mm.
What kind of stuff did he used to do?
Abstract. And then he started to do nudes.
Nudes, eh?
Yeah.
I just see him sitting there all stoned painting nudes. Eh?
Yeah. That was just before he left.
Why did he leave?
I hate him.
Why did you do that?
Sheesh. He went to Swaziland to avoid going to the army, you know.
Well, I suppose that's up to him, eh?
Yeah.
You know, you actually ought to be quite brave to do a thing like that in a way. I mean, once you're gone...
Brave?
Yeah, I mean, once you're gone, you can't come back. You got to know that you're gone for good, you know.
He's gone for good.
So,
You want the TV on?
Oh, no, thanks, actually. I don't enjoy TV, thanks, to...
So, what you saying?
No, I was just going to say, you've been to the army, haven't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I came out a couple of months ago and I've been in Cape Town ever since then.
Did you go to the border?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess you don't want to talk about it, eh?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Really?
I mean, nothing really happened. Have you been?
No. Like I said, I'm only going in 3 weeks' time.
Oh, that's right, Joe. Are you going?
Well, you don't really have a choice, do you? I mean, if you've got to go, you've got to go, you know.
Pardon?
I said, you don't really have a choice. If you've got to go, you've got to go, you know.
Yeah.
So nothing really happened up there, eh?
Oh, no, nothing. Nothing compared to what some of those guys must have gone through, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, some guys are pretty rough, eh? Like this one friend of mine, he was up in Zimbabwe, or Rhodesia as it was then. Some of the stories that guy tells you are really scary.
Why?
I don't know, I think he was like quite messed up by the war. He was quite hooked on it.
Why?
Well, like some of the stories that guy tells you, I mean, I don't think I could do things like that.
Why?
Well, like this one story he talks about. They went into Mozambique, you know, dressed up as Frelimo soldiers driving a Frelimo truck. Rode right into the middle of a training camp or a refugee camp, whatever it was, and began singing freedom songs, chanting. Chimurenga songs, yeah. Anyway, they waited till this huge crowd had developed. And the crowd began to join in with the singing and the dancing and chanting. Then suddenly they just threw back the backflap of the truck, revealed this 9mm gun, and began firing at everything in sight. I mean, thousands were killed. Tours, women, kids even. Anyway, this friend of mine, you know, the mad one, he sees this one tour running around the side of the building, so he decides to give chase. He runs around the corner, his gun just firing on automatic. When he stops firing, he sees this kid standing there, bullet holes all around him, totally in shock, you know, only about 6 years old. So he thinks, well, thank God they didn't shoot that kid, you know. And anyway, carries on, chases the tour, kills him or whatever. And when he comes back, he sees his kid's just lying there where he left him. So, but you know, the rest of the guys are already in the trucks and they're shouting, come on, we want to go. And there's dead bodies and burning huts all over the place. But something tells me he wants to go and check this kid. No, he doesn't know why, just something tells him he must go and check this kid. So he goes over, bends down, picks up this kid. And as he does so, this kid's head just sort of like flops back, you know, and there's blood everywhere. I mean, some guy just sort of cut the little bugger's throat. I mean, just like that. Yeah, well, you know, that's the way Brian put it. My friend.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is, rather. Hey, listen, do you think Evelyn might be ready yet?
No, you don't know very well, do you?
Well, they're going out for 3 months.
Eh? 3 months?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
3 months?
Yeah, I met her at your cousin George's wedding.
Yeah.
I think we must have been in the bush at the time.
So?
Sorry?
So do you like her?
Yeah, I like her very much.
Get on with her?
Yeah, I
You get on well with her?
Yeah, I get on very well.
How did you meet her?
I just told you at George's
No, I
wedding.
know where, but I mean, like how? I mean, did you see her sitting across the other side of the room with a glass of red wine in her hand and the sunlight streaming down on her blonde hair?
No, she was sitting with your Uncle Bob.
Yeah,
so,
Bob?
Yeah. So I
And
went
then-
across and asked her to dance. And so
What
we
did you
danced
say?
and- Hey?
What did you talk about?
Come on, man. What is this? for
No,
God's
I'm
sake?
serious. I mean, when you started to dance, what did you talk about? Was it like, what's your name, or how's your father, the weather like, or what courses are you doing, and stuff like that?
I think we did discuss courses at one time or another, yeah.
And then? Yeah?
Well, I teased her about a dress she was wearing.
Which one?
Right?
Which one?
A pink one.
The pink one with
Yeah.
the logo.
Yeah, that one. And, well, then she said to me, do you always wear glasses? And I said, no, only in the mating season.
What did you talk about in bed?
What do you mean?
Do you want another beer?
No, it's all right. I've still got a...
What's your name again?
Derek.
Say again.
Derek. With a D.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a habit of mine I have to cure, I suppose.
What, kleptomania?
No, curiosity. Yeah. So. Yeah, well.
So,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
pardon?
No, I just said yeah, you know.
Oh, I see. It's funny how one does it, eh?
How do you mean?
Saying something totally stupid like yeah when you can't think of anything else to say.
Well, it wasn't...
Or when you know what you want to say but you can't say it, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You just did it again. Totally stupid.
Yeah.
It was like these two guys in the bush with me. Two guys in my platoon, and after this one contact, that's the only way they could speak to each other. They just sat there and looked at each other and went, man? They just sat there watching this big moon sink down behind some mapani trees. And directly behind them, as if it was tied to the moon, this big red sun was rising. I just sat there talking this nonsensical rubbish.
So what exactly happened?
Do it with me now.
Eh?
Do it with me now.
What do you mean?
The game we were just doing, the conversation, yes, well, no, all that kind of thing. Okay, do you want to try it again? Come on, just try again. Just try. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You start.
Hey?
Don't laugh. You start.
All right. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Don't say that too often.
What do you mean?
Don't say ya. Don't say the same thing too often. You just said ya twice in a row. Don't laugh. It
Why
doesn't
not?
work if you do that.
Why not?
It just doesn't, that's all. Have another beer.
Listen. Do you think we could give Evelyn a call? I'm afraid we're going to be late.
Pardon?
I said, do you think we could give Evelyn a call?
Why?
Because we're going to be late.
What for?
Are you stoned or something for the party?
Oh, no. Sorry.
Evelyn, just get down here, please. I mean, this is really unfair. You've been keeping
Derek.
Derek waiting for hours now. I mean, he's getting really cross with you. You better hurry up.
Silly cow. Hurry up and wait. Ah, I'm sorry, Derek. She does this quite often now. Since the accident, you know.
What accident?
Yeah, Mom and Dad.
What do you mean?
Did she tell you?
No.
Unbelievable. Typical.
It's just typical.
Didn't she? Mom and Dad were coming back from Pretoria. They hit a truck. Dad was decapitated, and my mum died on the way to hospital. I can't believe you didn't say anything. Just don't say I said anything, okay?
No, obviously I won't. But now, when did this happen?
10 days ago.
10 days ago?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. I saw your father last weekend.
Is it?
Yeah.
How did he look without his head?
I don't think that's very funny, you know.
No.
I don't actually see what's funny about Buckland. Okay, I mean,
Sorry, but you should have seen your face.
but what do you expect? I mean, who jokes about things like that?
No, I'm sorry, Derek. Seriously, I mean, like, I was just teasing you, you know what I mean?
Okay,
I was just
okay.
ripping you off.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Don't be angry, see?
I'm not angry.
I didn't think you'd take it back. Okay, I'm sorry, see?
Okay.
It was quite funny. Do you smoke?
What do you mean?
Well, sure, I got some stuff here. Do you want to have a smoke with you?
Oh, never say no.
I thought so. Evelyn's stoned half the time herself, anyway.
Evelyn?
Oh, didn't you know?
No.
Tout le temps, zonked.
Good grief, live and learn.
I've only been ripped off like that once in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was my first patrol in the bush, and we were doing a sweep of this valley after some contact or other, and after about 4 hours we came to this fence, and my corporal says, have you got a match there?
Yeah.
So we come to this fence, and my corporal's sitting just next to me, and suddenly he gets this really serious look on his face, but totally blank, you know what I mean? So I said, "What's wrong, Corporal?" He says, "Don't move." So I said, "Why?" He says, "Just don't move." I started to get a bit nervous, you know. I thought there might be a snake or a scorpion on the back of my neck or something. And then he says, "Get your head down." That's when I really started getting scared. And all the time he's looking over my shoulder and reaching for his rifle and pushing my head down till now it's somewhere down here by my crutch. So I said, "What's going on, Corporal?" So he says, "There's a turbot over there behind that rock. He thinks we haven't seen him, and I want him to get closer." Turk? It was my first patrol, and here's this corporal telling me there's a Turk creeping up on us, and nobody's shooting. Nobody's doing anything except me, and all I'm doing is listening to my knees knock together. So then he says, wait. There's another one. There's a Mongol. We've just walked into our whole blooming company, man. Listen, pretend to talk to me.
What?
That's what he said. Pretend to talk to me.
Yeah.
They mustn't think we know. So I start talking about my folks and the weather and what a nice day it's been and what I did in the holes and the kind of thing. You know? And he's saying, yes, keep talking. Come on, tell me about your girlfriend. So I go into this detailed description of my girlfriend, you know, without even thinking. I was terrified. I was just babbling. I was telling him things without even thinking. And then he finally gets hold of his rifle. Yeah? He jumps out, puts the rifle at my head and says, "Well, you're a horny little bugger, aren't you? You must give me your address." I told him all this personal stuff.
Oh, I really caught you there.
Yeah.
Evelyn! Evelyn!
What'd you say?
No, I'm just calling Evelyn. It's time we actually go.
No, you don't. Listen, at the moment you're my guest, in my house, drinking my beer, waiting to take out my sister. So you don't call her, I call her. That's just manners. It's just etiquette, you know? It's how you learn to behave in the army, my boy. In 3 weeks' time, you're going to have all that casual student attitude knocked out of you. You learn how to behave in someone else's house.
And don't give me all that stuff, man.
Like what?
All that stuff of you been to the army, so I can't talk to you about life, and
Yeah?
and you've been on 12 contacts, so I can't talk to you about politics.
What else?
And you've been up there murdering and looting and killing, and all that makes you a hero and me a coward. Coward.
Listen, I think I must, or you, can go and call Evelyn. I think someone should call her because I think it's time we left, okay?
Okay, I'll tell you what we do. I'll stand here, and you try and get past me. And if you do, then you can go up and call her, okay?
Come on, what age do you think I am?
No, serious, just as a game.
I'm really
Just
not
try.
interested, okay?
Come on, Derek, just
Evelyn!
Wait, Evelyn, are you ready? No, she's not ready. Come on, just try. Come on, Derek, just
I'm
try
not
once,
interested,
man.
okay?
Come on, just accept a challenge, hey? Come on, boy. Just, all you've got to do is walk through the door, man. Come on, there it is. Come on, just try him once, man. Okay, coming. Okay. Now you must try. Come on. Come on, try, Derek. Here comes touchdown! You're a funny bugger, you know that? You're right, hey?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You feel okay?
I'm feeling fine. So I think you can tell everyone I've been waiting now for 15 minutes. I'm not prepared to wait any longer, okay?
Dude, you can't just go, man.
What do you mean I can't just go?
No, I mean, she's been really looking forward to this.
One could have fooled me.
Oh, look, she'll be really disappointed, seriously.
Disappointed?
Yeah. Look, she'll be really angry, you know, and then I'll have to cope with it.
No, well, that's too bad,
No,
Jack.
wait, look, just Derek. Look, just give me 5 minutes, please, okay? I'll go upstairs and I'll finish her makeup and stick her dress on and powder everywhere. Okay, just 5 minutes.
All right, I'll wait 5 minutes.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Five minutes, eh?
Yeah.
I don't care, Evelyn. Just get your act together and move it up, you know? I mean, just put any of them on. Not gonna believe this, but she was ironing another...
What is this?
Sorry?
I said, what is this?
What's what?
This! Look, Mike, what is this? Mike, you left it lying there for me to find. Now tell me what it is.
Come on, Dirk, stop playing games, man. It's an ear.
What have you got it for?
Because it's mine.
Where did you get it?
Come on, Dirk, what do you want, man?
I want to know why you leave an ear in a plastic bag where I'm going to find it.
It's my trophy.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. So let's just have a beer or something. Forget about it.
Don't say let's forget about it. I mean, you left it lying there for me to find. So tell me about it. Come on, soldier boy. Tell me about your big war stories. How you won your trophies. Come on.
You see, Steve was just next to me. I was over here, and Steve was just next to me here. Mark was further up the rise, you see, and Brown and Dup were back down there in the thicket. But we've been walking the whole day, you see, and it was really hot. But we've been walking, you see. Just come with me. Just walk. Please, just come and just do it with me, please. And then we stopped. It was the worst possible place. There's high ground on practically every side and next to no cover. And then Mike was further up there, Mark, and then Brown and Dup were down there in the thicket. And I was over here, and Steve was just next to me here. I didn't want to stop, but Steve had a stone in his shoe, you see. So we sat down so that he could take it out. And then after a while, it was finished and we got up. We got up to go and catch up with Mark. You see, and then we were just about to move off. When... You come under fire! You come under fire! Take cover! Take cover! Get down! You keep fire! Listen, we're team, man. Listen, turn the fire. What? Turn the fire! Where? Anyway, just let them know there's a fire bar here. Listen, Mike, you're gonna have to get down to Brown and Dup at the thicket, okay? Now listen, you're gonna have to crawl, all right? Now, I'll give you covering fire. I think I know where they are. Okay? You're gonna have to crawl, right? Aren't you ready? Okay, right, go. Crawl! Get down! Faster! Move! Under there! Now listen to me. You've got 10 yards of open ground before you get to good cover. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Lie here and get a tan? Run! Yes, go! Move! Faster! Crawl! Here's your cover. Okay. Here comes Steve. Listen, Mark. I think I know where Mark is. He's further up the hill. And we're gonna have to get to him, okay, Mark? And we're gonna have to run. Okay, we're gonna have to run up the hill, okay, Mark? Okay, let's go. Come on, Mark. Up the hill, run! Run! Faster, man! Mark, faster, man! Get your knees up! Get your bloody knees up! Arms up above your head, lift your rifle! Lift your rifle up! Brother! Don't look at me, you! Get your knees up! They're gonna catch you, my boy. They're gonna find you. You better run faster! You better run faster! 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 I've been hit, Mike. I've been pulled, Mike. I've been pulled, Mike. Mike, help me. Pick me up. Pick me up. Okay, let's go. Keep going. They're coming up on us, Mike. Hurry, man.
Right,
So
almost there, almost there, almost there.
Let's get some cover. Find cover quickly, man. Quickly. Where's Mark? Dead. How did you know?
I just know.
Well, then I moved away. And I sat down behind a rock. And I leant over to get something out of my pocket. And I saw, about 15 yards away, this guy. This black guy. He was just lying in the grass and watching. At first I thought he was dead. And then I saw his eyes. His face was all shiny from the sweat. I knew that if I moved, he would have seen me. So I just lay there and watched him. I lay there for what seemed like an hour. And as I did so, he suddenly became beautiful. I couldn't believe it. He was my own private little black communist insurgent practically in my sights, and he looked beautiful. I couldn't work out why. Until he became almost indistinguishable from the grass and the dirt that he lay on. And then I knew. He belonged there. And he knew it. He really believed that he belonged on that piece of hillside. And for the first time in the bush, I felt real fear. I mean, not just fear of being killed or pain or anything, but I was really scared. Because I knew that I didn't belong there. I didn't believe in anything, least of all in why I was there. And watching him, whoever he was, and whatever he might have done to people, and why ever in reality he was there, I loved him. I loved him. I loved him, and I began to hate myself. Because there on that piece of hillside, I represented everything I had grown up loathing. Well, I was just about to make a move to attract his attention. When all of a sudden, everything was shattered by a burst of automatic fire. I didn't know what had happened. And then I looked. And I looked at Steve. And he'd fired the shots. Suddenly, every piece of training I had came into play, and I jumped up, 3 rounds pumped off, all of which split his face. And I was suddenly so angry. I was so angry with him for betraying my love, with me for my pathetic, indulgent self-hatred, which had allowed me to watch while he shot my friend. hated him as much as I hated myself. And in my cold anger at us both, I went and I cut off his ear. It was difficult because my bayonet was blunt. But I did it as an act against humanity. And I keep it as an act against myself. Later, we were carrying Steve's body to a landing zone about half a K away. And I kept looking at Steve. We had him in his sleeping bag, and he'd slipped down to the bottom as if he were trying to warm and protect himself. And watching him, sometimes I saw him, and then the other guy, and then Steve again, and then him, and then both together, like twins in the womb. Two boys. Two boys on the border. Stillborn from the womb of a sleeping bag. Listen, do you want a beer?
Listen, Mike.
Evelyn asked me to tell you.
What are you going to do?
That's what she kept saying.
I mean now. What are you going to do?
What about?
About yourself?
About yourself?
No, about yourself.
Oh, no, about yourself.
Mike.
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 Evelyn? Derek, just hold on a second, man. Just wait here. Don't try and get past me again.
Jeez. Look, where is Evelyn?
She's upstairs.
Rubbish.
No, serious, she is. She's...
Then why won't you let me go up to her?
Because I just want to say that I'm really sorry. You know, about tonight and everything.
That's all right, okay?
I mean, I didn't hurt you or anything, did I?
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I'd just like to apologize for my appalling behavior.
That's all right. Fine.
So, you forgive me?
Yes, I forgive you.
Really?
Yes.
Thanks. Listen, I'll get you another beer, and then she'll be downstairs in 5 minutes.
Shut up. Shut up. Listen to me. You go to the army.
Yes.
When?
I told you in 2 weeks' time.
Going.
Yes.
You're gonna go.
Yes, I have to.
You're gonna go to the border.
I don't know.
You're gonna fight.
If I have to.
You're
Yes,
gonna fight
yes,
on the
I have to,
border.
man.
Okay. I'm gonna help you. You see this? You see this? You see this? This is a little private packet of guilt. Now I'm gonna give it to you.
Now you take it with you. And you use it to ask yourself the same question every day. You ask, do I believe in this? Do I belong here? And if every day the answer is yes, then you'll be safe from that. But if you once answer no,